Bafana Bafana's 2025 Africa Cup of Nations campaign or qualifying campaign got off to a shaky start as they were held to a 2-2 draw by Uganda at the Orlando Stadium last night. Bafana Bafana took an early lead through Lyle Foster, but the visitors responded with 2 quick goals early in the second half, including a howler from goalkeeper Veli Mothwa, but Bafana needed a last-gasp equalizer from debutant Thalente Mbatha, who lived up to his name there to steal a point for Bafana from this game. And we are now joined in studio to reflect on this result, as well as the other AFCON qualifiers, by Sports Live producer and SABC sport journalist Velile Mnyandu. There he is, walking in there into set. We were together at the Orlando Stadium last night, actually. Yes. Thanks for being here. How do you look back at this result? Is it a point gained or 2 points dropped?
I think it's a combination of both, Thabiso, because yesterday when we spoke to the coach after the game, he was also in mixed feelings about it, because he wanted 6 points out of 6 in these 2 matches. And after the game, based on what happened or what transpired in the game, he was happy with the point because we were just a minute away from a loss. And this would have been Hugo Broos's first loss, Thabiso, at home in 3.5 years since he got here. So I think I'm happy with the point where I'm standing now, because we still have 5 matches to go, and if we were to qualify, I think we can still recover from this situation. Yeah,
because top 2, right, gets automatic qualification to next year's AFCON in Morocco, except for the group that is Morocco.
But you want to win all your home matches, and then you've got 9 points plus to build up on that.
Well, they didn't do that last night, so what can we attribute that to? I know Veli Mothwa has faced a lot of criticism because his inclusion was a surprise. I remember speaking to you also, and you were also surprised by his inclusion, but you felt the coach was being loyal.
Yes, that's what I felt. And but I think yesterday, if you look at how we considered the 2 goals, you can see the match sharpness that the coach was concerned about, especially in the midfield, because these are 2 trusted midfielders, Tebogo Mokoena and Spelelo Stole. But you look at the misplaced passes that were there and how the Ugandan Cranes capitalized on that. So the match sharpness, I think it was a factor here. And you see the match sharpness with the difference of players of Orlando Pirates who played 5 games during the month of August. When they came on, things were different. The movement, the swiftness in everything, and how they even put pressure on the opponent. So match sharpness affected our boys yesterday.
When you talk about match sharpness, are you talking about the delayed start of our league? Because even the coach had hinted that, and he had said that he wanted to have the players a week earlier, but I think that was it was not granted.
Certainly. I mean, you just look at Oswin Apolis. He was very good in taking on players yesterday, and also getting into the box, but the end product was not there. And that's why, for me, I know that people were like, why was this substituted? But also he had wasted a lot of chances. And in an opponent like that, you need to kill off the opponent, Thabiso, when you look at a game like that. Even their coach, Paul Pot, he did say yesterday that they played like children in the first half. And he had expected his team to do better. And in fact, he thought that Bafana Bafana should have comfortably scored even 3 goals.
Especially in that first half.
In the first half. So that match sharpness, you just see. That's why the coach is at least now in a better position. We feel that they will be much better in Juba next Tuesday.
But the subs worked. We must give him credit for that.
Certainly. I mean, you start from Thalente, you go to Releboheng, you just look at the different combinations that he brought there. Even Ikram Reynas, when he had 2 strikers on together with Lyle Foster, suddenly there was more pressure because you saw Uganda, they dropped back. And I think they paid a price for dropping back. How
different will be South Sudan, especially considering that they'll be playing on a synthetic surface?
That is my concern now. And I think this is where now you can see that the coach, there's a possibility that he might not go with Veli for the next game, confidence-wise. But also you want someone who's assured of handling as well. I don't think maybe he will tinker with the centre-back combination. Even though yesterday he also said that he will maybe need players who are mentally strong, because he was happy with Roshun Dotley, a left-footed centre-back. I think it's for the first time we're playing a left-footed centre-back since 2021 with Lebusa. So I think The synthetic pitch, yes, it could be a factor, but I think with the changes that is looking at making, they could be very interesting.
What did you make of the crowd, though? Because when the game kicked off at 6, there were about 3,000 people inside. It did improve, but you would have expected more, especially when we were told that the sold-out signs are out. Actually,
when I heard that there's a tier that was said to be sold out, I went further to investigate about it, just to do some research. And that's where I found out that the event organizer, SAFA in this case, had only opened 10,000 tickets.
So that was the sold out?
Yeah, they had only opened 10,000 tickets. And then if you are going to change, you say you want the capacity to increase, then the VOC must come in. And this is according to the SASRIA Act, which is governing the hosting of matches in South Africa. That is the South African Sports and Recreation and Events Act of 2010, which was amended back then. So now it also meant that when those tickets were sold out, because a lot of people were complaining on Friday morning that they are looking for more tickets, and for it to be increased, you must still get the permission. Because remember, there's extra security, there's a lot of extra things that will have to be added for that.
So even they shot themselves in the foot.
Yes, because now you see people are complaining that they wanted to buy tickets, and there's this stigma that in Gauteng, we have people who don't attend matches, and people were trying to attend matches yesterday. And I see even the minister is not happy because there was a goal that was celebrated there. It looked like Ugandans were outnumbering us on the stands.
Well, the big question is that did they travel from Uganda or have they always been here in South Africa? But let's leave it there. Velile Mnyandu, SABC Sports Senior Reporter.